What's up, Coach Smoke?
Good, man. I'm amped up, bro. Let's go. Roll Tide, chat. Let's go. Good morning. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Auntie, uncle, mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother.
Yo,
Dog,
Smoke, what's
cat,
up, man?
goat,
I
kid.
appreciate you.
What's
See,
good,
this is the song that I roll with. It's kind of like because I'm like, you know how dialed in I am.
Yeah.
So this is like my song. Like you have your song, I like this one. You know, and I think it's like Feel Good Friday. And T may be joining us for a while. You know, Friday. You know, she was like, we hit 100K, and she's like, so when we get a day off, I was like,
What?
You know, yeah, I was like, T.
Are you? We just started, T.
Yeah. Gary, we are working on the technology on the back end to have Coach take some calls as well. So that is something that is definitely on our creative board. So stay tuned for more of that for sure.
What's up, everybody? Gary, what's good?
Smoke, so are you? I see you because I know your energy. You know, you can match the energy. I'm a high energy person. I know you got that as well. But like, are you more of a morning person? Are you a night person? Does it like fluctuate, or you just got it all the time?
I think I got it all the time, man. It just depends on like what's going on around me, for the most part.
Yeah.
But like, and it usually is like my energy. What's going on around me don't determine my energy either. I just kind of try to maximize my moments or whatever. So like, it's just a vibe, man. Like I tell everybody every time I come in here, it'd be a vibe.
Yeah,
so,
no, absolutely.
It don't take much.
So what I got for us today, and I know you because I was thinking about it, and I'm always like, when I'm watching the guys' shows, and I'm like, what could we do, you know, to help our viewers get a better grasp of the content that we are trying to display to them. So I know when you bust out your, I don't know what software it is, but it's like it has like a black background, and you're typing up names.
I like this right here.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you access to this. And I'm going to give all the staff, and what it's going to be able to do for us is we're going to be able to cruise through offense, defense, our sponsors. You could just kind of zoom in on each of these, right? So if you want to do like fan funders, it'll be over here, and you'll get like muscle memory of where these are, right? And then we'll do the offense, and what we're going to do today is I'll copy it, and we'll do the same thing with the defense. But what I've already done this morning in show prep is I went over to On3, and I basically just snagged all the player cards, right?
Right.
You can zoom in on this as much as you want. So class of 2024, and I organized it by defense right here. All the defensive players, and I did the same thing with the offense. Okay. So what we're going to do here, go ahead, Coach.
No, I was just saying, okay.
All right. So what we're going to do here is basically like we have been talking about for a while. We are going to take the defense, and we're going to build it out from just the class of 2024. And of course, we will do this with our starters as well. So we'll have different packages that we could create within these multi-frames. So for example, like I'm just going to select this, right? And I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to paste it, right? Do you see how this is working, Coach?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to label this class of 2024 defense, okay? And then what we're going to do here is we'll work on the spacing to make sure these profile cards fit underneath here. And then we will zoom in so everybody can see what we're doing, and we can space it out. And I think that'll make sense. Yeah, we're getting way too technical. I think it'll be dope though, right? Can you imagine the player cards over? Like, right? Are you with me, Smoke?
Yeah. I'm with you, bro.
I'm with you, bro. I think this is going to be tight. And Jor, I just think, man, you guys need to see it, and like we need to go next level. So what we're going to do, this will be the 2024 defense, and just a freshman class of 2024 defense, and then we'll have another one that's our actually projected defense. Right. You see what I'm saying, Smoke? You're with me.
Hey.
So this will be the class of 2024 offense. So let me. So before we get to that, I'll just do the same thing.
And then don't forget, chat, y'all already did, well, on my segment, we already did both projected rosters. So when we come up
we'll just bring that over.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Exactly. Yeah. That way everybody can understand like where we are at just from a class of 2024 perspective. And then we can start to look at needs from 2025 and kind of start to fill in. Yep. So we woke up and we already next level. Like we're here. So by the time that we are done with our hour, this is going to be filled out with just class of 2024 prospects on this board right here. And the same thing for the offense, right? Okay. So that's what we're going to do for this next hour. Smokey with it?
Yes, sir. Let's
All
get
right.
it. Roll
All
Tide.
right. All right. Class of 2024 offense. We will size that up because I'm like that. And then we'll work on all the sizing to make sure everything fits properly. So you guys just stay with us inside the comment box and yeah, we're gonna crush it today. So all right, coach. Let's start. So we have these are the positions under the 4-2-5 defense, and they've listed it banded, wolf, and husky. The husky, I mean, is that like a technical term, or is that something that came over Washington? If it came over Washington, I don't want to use that term anymore. I'd use like a star or like elephant or something like that. Should we just keep husky?
Husky. That's Womack's thing. That's
okay, cool. Okay.
like this. That's how it was labeled. Even when his dad used to use that at Ole Miss.
Okay, cool. Then we roll with it. Okay. Yep. So let's start out. And again, fam. So if you're just joining us, this is what we're doing today. We are just using the class of 2024, right over here, offense and defense, and we're going to add these names right here that you see to our board right here on our defense. We are building out the class of 2024 defense. Okay. So Smoke and I are going to do the technical work for you guys. Holy shit. Let's do this, man.
Go. Turn
let's
up
go.
already.
Come on.
Oh, great.
Man. The
hey.
Man. Appreciate you, man.
Oh my God.
That's good. That's a feel good Friday.
Can we pop one off real quick?
Yeah, that's it. Come on, man. Yeah. Bruce up in here. Let's go. We're not done. Yeah, Crimson Blood, you're in the house, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys, man.
Wake up. That's how you wake up. The best part of waking up
is $100 in your cup.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, refried confusion. I got you. I emailed you back. We're gonna try to get you, taking care of during my midday break. So, but let's dive in. Crimson Blood, killer, man. You're already you're already sponsoring this segment. And Bruce, man, thanks for the pod swat as well, man. Killer stuff. Thank you very much for supporting us. We really appreciate it. Looks like a snake in the grass. All right, Smoke. So tell me who you want at the corner position from the class of 2024. I'll do the editing. So how we're going to do this to make it easy for our viewers to watch. You tell me the corners. I'll go and get the corner, and then I'll put it on the board, and then we'll size it up. And tell me if you want them at the left corner position, the boundaries, or where you want it, and I'll put these guys over. First time I ever joined. Welcome, man. Appreciate you, man. We're about to do some next level stuff right here on the show. We already cooking, man. So appreciate you being here, man. Thank you so much for being on the show right here, BAMA Football on YouTube. All right, Coach. We're already started, man. We're not starting. We already started. All right, Coach, you tell me who you want. Let's say is the boundary corner going to be on this left-hand side, Coach?
Yeah, your rover is going to be opposite of your rover. That's who your boundary corner is going to be. Your ISO guy. Okay. So we could start on the left. Let's start on the left.
Okay,
that's on the left side, I think.
Corner. Yep. Okay. All right. And you tell me out of our guys right here who we are going to take and put at the corner position. Again, this is just class of 2024.
So me personally, I'm looking at film and seeing how these young guys play. I think you give a guy like Xavier Brown, that corner position there.
Okay, we're going to do this.
Xavier Brown.
Okay. And we're going to work out the spacing as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this going to be lit.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be so tight. I'm like, man, I started thinking about this today or like when I was sleeping, and I was just like, man, I gotta take this to the next level.
You know what I fell asleep listening to last night?
What is that?
The Dale Carnegie book, Ways to Influence People. And yeah, man.
Love it, man. All right, so we got Xavier Brown in here, Coach. All right. You want to work our way to this rover spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Who we got?
Out of this class, if we just going with this class for the rover, I'm putting, and this is a tough one because I'm looking at the DB class we have, and it's a tough DB class, man. I'm looking at me because I know how this young man plays. I'm thinking right there is Morgan, right there at the rover.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Morgan's a little bit further down.
Well, you know what? No, let me go back.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, because I want, okay, no, stop. I don't want Rodarius. Let me get Zay Mincy there because I'm gonna mess everybody up. Let me get Zay Mincy there.
Okay. I'm gonna go up. Zay
And
Mincy.
I'll explain it once we get the DBs out there.
All right, Zay Mincy.
Mm-hmm.
And which means that we're gonna have to bring this out a little bit more. We're gonna have to bring this. Okay, all right, Coach. Tell us why we're liking him at Rover. Why do some editing?
So Rover in this style, in this defense, is basically your star from like Coach Saban style of defense. He has a lot of those star responsibilities at Rover. So I feel like you put your best cover guy who can also be strong and run support. Usually your biggest DB that can cover. And Mincy is one of those guys that he's one of your biggest, best covered DBs out there in that class. So put him there, run fitting, covering the tight ends, covering the quick guys out of the slot, covering the if he gets a running back out the backfield, you don't have to worry about that with him there. You're pretty solid there.
Okay. All right. Now we got, so this is how we're looking, and this is kind of a zoom out look. And again, this is just the 2024 defense. All right. We're going to do the offense, which is on the left side of this, but we got the cornerback at Zay Mincy. This is, cornerback is Xavier Brown, Zay Mincy at the Rover, and we're going to continue to fill it out with the class 2024. All right, Coach, go ahead and give me who you like at the sting position.
At the sting position, class of 2024, going to be Noah Carter.
Okay. Noah Carter. Wow.
Yep.
At the sting, huh?
Yep.
All right. Give us a little detail on why you like Noah Carter there.
So, yes, Noah Carter is getting recruited as an edge, but in this 4-2-5, you have to be able to cover range. And we're just using this class right now, what's available in this class. And I see Jay Sean Ross probably having a more upside or more limited to the edge. I feel like that's what he specializes in. He doesn't have the wide range of coverage ability like Noah Carter or Sterling Dixon. In thinking in that and just talking about athleticism, ability to be put anywhere on the field and be effective, not just be you taking up a spot. Noah Carter is perfect for your sting guy. Yeah, that's basically your weak side linebacker, resourcing, cleaning up everything off of the mic. He has the athleticism, the speed, the coverage ability, the lateral speed, the quickness, the go. You send him on the blitz. You're usually going to use your sting guy. There's actually a play called in Kane Womack's defense called sting slant or something like that, to where the sting is keyed as the blitz. He's the fifth man on the blitz.
Okay. Let me just kind of zoom in real quick. And we're recapping this. You got Xavier Brown, you got Zay Mincy, you got Noah Carter at the sting. I'm already, the Rover and sting's already interesting to me. All right, let's go up top and let's do the free safety.
Right. Peyton Woodard.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and talk about him, Coach, while I get him on here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he actually starts on this year's defense at some point in the season. Maybe not at the beginning of the season, but he's more college ready than any DB. When it comes to assignment, being position ready, he's the most ready, position ready player on the defensive side in this class. And that's including Noah Carter. That's including all of these kids. Noah's still raw on that on Summit because he hasn't been trained to be a defensive end or outside linebacker yet. He's just going off of raw ability. But this kid right here, Peyton Woodard, he's been a safety. He's played in other spots growing up, but this is a true safety. His build is safety build. 6'1", 200 pounds. Probably going to grow another inch, put on another 15 pounds. He's gonna be a rangy, long length arm safety. I think his wingspan right now is like 6'3", 6'4" wingspan. So his arms are longer than they you can tell he has long arms, which usually entails he should probably grow another inch or so. But this kid is ready to play free safety at the college level.
Okay, so to recap, we have over to our left, you have Xavier Brown at corner. You have Zay Mincy at Rover. You have Noah Carter at sting. And if you're just joining us, you're like, what the hell's going on? This is just the classic 2024 defense based off the prospects that they signed. Just wanted to get like a better look at the 4-2-5 with the guys that we got coming in. I'm going to build a screenshot of this so everybody can see it nice and tight, but I'm zooming in for the time being. So we just did a free safety, Peyton Woodyard, Noah Carter at the Sting. Who do we like at Mike, Coach?
At the mic, that's going to be, and I was kind of stuck between this one. But I think right now, the best option at Mike linebacker out of this class is going to be Quentin Reese.
QB Reese, okay.
QB Reese. And the reason why, if you watch his film, you watch
Reese. Go ahead, Coach.
Okay, he got to go get QB, y'all. But we were looking at it. I was looking at QB Reese's film. He is so QB Reese reminds me so much of Rolando McClain, Reuben Foster, that style of linebacker. I was about to say, I know he didn't try to do that. But yeah, QB Reese, that's what he gave me those type of instincts, that type of speed, that type of pop, that type of physicality that you want from a Mike linebacker. And you can see how rangy he is. Like with QB Reese, imagine QB Reese and Noah Carter standing by each other in the middle of that defense. Like that's going to be a hard, like that's passing lanes, run fitting. All of that is going to be eliminated with this type of athleticism sitting in the middle of your defense.
Coach, I went to like physically go get Quentin Reese, I guess.
That went up the street, ain't it? You was supposed to be here.
All right. No, I know. Go ahead. Talk about Quentin Reese. I'm about to add him to the sheet.
Yeah, but I was just telling the chat, man, you turn on the film, he diagnoses plays quickly. I mean, doesn't get like I heard one of the callers talking yesterday about Keanu Colt, how he gets caught up in the wash. Well, QB Reese does not get caught up in the wash. And he has this instinct. He has IQ. When he sees, when I was watching this film, I see him. He's not necessarily watching the ball at the snap. He's literally watching the guard or the tackle that's in with the guard, because he plays in the middle of the field a lot. He's literally watching the guard or the center and what they're doing immediately post snap. If they're pulling, he's already trying to go and find the lane based off of the pull. You get what I'm saying? See ball, get ball. And that's this kid. And he can cover, man. So him and Noah Carter in the middle, that's like you really cover. You got a guy who's naturally can blitz, right? And has the athleticism to play wide receiver, punt return, free safety at Noah Carter. Now he has the size of a linebacker and still has the speed of a safety. You put him at linebacker, you kind of just eliminate your worries coverage. QB Reese, natural linebacker, has the speed, has the coverage of the Husky or the Rover. They're both going to put size on 230, 235-ish, and that's going to be a solid little, tandem in the middle.
All right, let me delete this real quick. All right, we're building this on the fly. Okay, so here's what we look like from just the class of 2024. Defense, he's Coach Smook. My name is Kyle Henderson. Xavier Brown at the corner. At the Rover, Coach has Zay Mincy. The Sting, you have Noah Carter. You have Quentin Reese at the Mike position. And then up top, you have Peyton Woodyard, who Coach just said could potentially make a push for playing time this season to be like a starter. Okay, Coach, let's go to this right side real quick. Who do we like at the Husky and the corner position?
I like Dre Kirkpatrick at that Husky.
Okay.
Dre Jr.
Okay.
And it's just it's more of a natural position for him.
Okay.
He played corner in high school. His athleticism allows him to make up for what he lacks in the natural speed and quickness department, because he's not fast at all. I mean, he's probably a 4.52 guy. Maybe he may be hitting a 4.5. But he has instincts like no other, man, for guys in his class, and evaluate him that can bite him in the butt, but it's also something that you want from a guy who's playing in that type in the box like that. You want him gambling on the underneath. You want him crashing. And one thing about Kirkpatrick, he has a good sense of spacing and how to judge his timing or his speed and his ability. So he plays a lot of that what they call like shadow type coverage when he's in man lock or those match zone. Plays a lot of shadow. The type of cushion he gives and maintains is something that he's used to adapting to or reacting on. So it's like a one of those skill things is unorthodox for him, but it works specifically for him with his frame and how he plays the ball, his hands. He has great ball skills, and he's physical. You could put him in the box. You don't have to worry about him running away from contact.
Coach, let's move from Drake Kirkpatrick. And the thing about Drake Kirkpatrick is I'm excited to see him. I said yesterday on my evening show that I kind of like, I mean, his hitting ability kind of reminds me of DeMarco Helms in terms of like being a player that can like lay the boom. At this corner position on the outside, who are we rolling with? Are we going with Mbakwe?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, talk about Mbakwe and talk about, and if you're just joining us, talk about why we put Xavier Brown on the opposite side of him, please.
Okay, so in this defense, your rover is usually going to play your strong side, right? And that's the strong safety inside or your third corner off the bench. So on the other side, you have Xavier Brown, who's come out of a system in modern day that's very extensive in how how they scheme. And in the 4-2-5, that corner has the most to process. He's usually being faced with the stacks, the strong side of the formation. He might get a double, they might get twins out to that side. They might get, spread trips out to that side, 3 wide. So he has a lot to decipher. And at this point, if I was throwing this young defense out there, I want a guy like Xavier Brown deciphering that. But a guy with natural ability who doesn't necessarily have all the technicalities and all the technique of everything playing the secondary position, but you tell him to go lock somebody up and be an athlete. Jalen Mbakwe is the best athlete in that secondary right now, and it's proven. You don't find anybody else in that secondary, and maybe Noah Carter who could have did it, but you don't find many others in the secondary who could have played quarterback, running back, or wide receiver last year and still been the top recruit in the state. You get what I'm saying? Or be on the defensive side and play free safety corner and sometimes outside linebacker, you kind of like a Rover or a Husky, but in their style of defense, that's that third linebacker. Mbakwe played all those areas, and he's probably the fastest guy in that secondary too, if we really want to be honest. So you put your naturally talented guy who's your athlete, let him be an athlete and lock somebody down.
Looking at the 4-2-5 defense, if you're just joining us, good morning to you, Roman. Rowan, I see you inside the comment box. Betsy, what's up? Happy Friday. We are drawing out the 4-2-5 Alabama defense from just the class of 2024. If it's a little bit blurry, I'm zooming in to show you, and then I'm going to create a screenshot that makes it a little bit easier for you to see. But you have Xavier Brown on the outside, 5-star. Then next to another 5-star, say Mincy at Roper. You have Noah Carter, who's an animal at Sting. That was the surprising one for Coach Smook to put him there. Peyton Woodyard up top at free safety. Quentin Reese at the Mike position. The Husky is Drake Kirkpatrick, and Jalen Mbakwe at corner. There's a lot of stars. I love the fact that you're two 5-stars at the corner position. All right, as we shrink down right here and we look to the Bandit, the DT, the Nose, and the Wolf, and just working from the class of 2024, Coach, who are we rolling with?
Okay, so
let's do Bandit first, please.
Okay, Bandit, that's your Bandit is going to be your specialized edge rusher, right? And this is one that when you look at what we have available, depending on the front, you get what I'm saying? Let's go small athletic front. Let's go base. And I want Jayshon Ross to get the quarterback responsibility. That's what the
are we putting him at Bandit?
Bandit. That's what the Bandit is going to do. Even though right now he's undersized. Jayshon Ross can put on 30 pounds, in the next 2 years to really solidify himself at the position. But if I had to throw somebody out there this year, 6'3", 220, the way they spread the two edge guys out, I like his chances off the edge. I love his ability to get upfield. He has a strong, when he plants to make a move, he can plant, engage, and not lose power when he's pushing through. His bull rush is underrated. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people look at because he doesn't do it a lot. He uses all of his arsenal, all of his skill set when his pass rush. You don't catch him in the same move a lot of times, and that's good to come out of the system he came out of, or that region, that level of competition, and to be working on your craft at that level like that. It's different. So he's going to be something special, something to look out for.
And then who we have at DT and at nose.
Okay, so this class only had 2 really big defensive lineman signees, right? You got Jalen Mbakwe, who's a 5-star. I think we had Jeremiah Beeman was in this class,
Yep.
and I forget the other kid's name, man. I'm sorry.
Well, another guy that we're leaving out here too, Coach. Well, you have Isaiah Fega. He's a defensive lineman. I don't know if you put him in the plug, and then you have Stephen Bua.
Yeah. And see, that's where I was saying those two right there. I'm because everybody likes Jeremiah Beeman. I like Jeremiah Beeman for my wolf. I like him for my wolf.
Okay, so I'll put him at the wolf.
Yeah.
And then we'll work to so we'll get him, put him right here. Okay.
I like Beeman on the edge, and then for inside, I like Fega and Mduma.
Okay.
Two rough nose, like create destruction players. Steve and Isaiah Fega, all you gotta do is go turn on the state championship game, Central Phoenix City state championship game, and you watch him like the first 3 drives, defensive drives that they played, and you're like, wow. And you think of Jesse Williams. I don't know if y'all remember Jesse Williams played defensive tackle at Alabama a couple years ago. That's Isaiah Fega like production. That's what Isaiah Fega does. I mean, just creates disruption on all run plays. You're not going to move him. He's not just laying on people. He's violent with his hands. He's aggressive, and at the point of attack, when it's time to lay the smackdown, Isaiah Fega is one of those kids you want on the hit. You want him on the hit. He's the one that makes defenders think again about coming his way. And then Stephen Doman, he's just a hard worker. Nobody's outworking this kid. So you put him in one-on-one situations with a tackle or a guard or a center, sure. You're going to have a lot of success.
Man, that was fun to build out. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't. I think that and this is just class of 2024. So here's how kind of everything looks from like a zoomed out standpoint. And again, these are little player cards from On3, but I'll just kind of walk you through it one more time in case you're just joining us. So on the left side, you got Xavier Brown at corner, Zay Mincy at Rover, Noah Carter at Sting. Up top, you got Peyton Woodyard, Quentin Reese at the Mike position, Drake Kirkpatrick at Husky, Jalen Mbakwe at the corner position. You got your wolf as Jeremiah Beeman. You got Fega as your nose, and Bua as your DT, and Jay Sean as your bandit, and that's your 4-2-5. And again, I will put a graphic that shows everybody kind of in detail what this looks like. But Smook, you like that?
Yeah, man, that's tough.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and thanks, man. I appreciate it, Rowan. Yeah, we wanted to do something creative this morning in terms of like giving you guys an idea of where everybody was, and we're going to do the same thing. Thank you, Betsy. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to have fun with it for sure.
Yeah.
We are going to do let's do the offense, Coach.
Chat, stop. Listen, chat, we're doing 2024 players. Everybody keep asking about Keely. Somebody asked about.
No. This is just, that's our fault. If like they're not, if they're asking, it's just class of 2024 right now from the players that were signed. We're going to do like a much broad, like full, first team and second team, even I think, Coach, when we go forward, like starters. But this is just in terms of like guys that were signed from 2024. So that's our job for not explaining that correctly, but. And I might put a little bumper, but we're just kind of having some fun with it this morning, doing like some creative content that I don't think, has been done before in terms of, where we're at. So I'm editing stuff on the fly, making stuff up. I even want to see if this is the, formation that Coach wants to put in here. I don't know. So I'm just kind of working on stuff as you see it. So you see me like editing stuff and deleting stuff. I mean, it's just part of it, but I'm here for it. I can do all sorts of stuff. I mean, and I think class of 2024 offense, I'm gonna have to spread all these out to get correct size. So one thing to note, Tate, when we go, Coach, do you like this formation first of all?
Yeah, just move that the wide receivers. Can you change the labeling in there?
Yep. What do you want me to start on the top left? What do you want me to do on the left? X. Okay. Okay.
Then move the Y to the other side in the slot.
So Y right here?
And
then you want him on this other side?
Yeah.
Okay. And what else right here? Z?
Z, yep.
Okay. All right.
And then bring the running back to the opposite side of the quarterback.
Okay. Boom, just like that.
That's my offensive mind, Chad. I'm sorry. That's my
No,
offensive.
it's good.
That's that OCD in me.
That's fine. I want it perfect. I want to get this labeled. Well, there's no quarterback in this class. So that's gonna be fun to talk about. We'll kind of spread that out so we can get the player cards underneath, and we'll do a little bit of line spacing.
Well, technically, this is supposed to be Austin Mack's class.
Yeah. So do you want to put Austin Mack there and then just kind of like label it as a 2023? Because I mean that's theoretically what happened. Right?
Yeah.
Right. I'll just work that out for spacing purposes.
You got a wireless mouse to your Mac?
What's that?
You use the wireless mouse? You don't use the pad, do you?
No, I use the pad. Why? Oh. What's happening?
I struggle using the pad.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it.
Does it look okay like when I'm working, or is it too like
it's
too weird?
I had to get a wireless mouse.
Chris from New Jersey's like putting Noah Carter on offense.
Hey, right. We can do it.
Okay. Let's start on the outside, coach. And again, this is just from the class of 2024. So I don't even know what it's going to look like. Coach, I don't even know if you put together like a 2024 just offensive set. And okay, and notate, we're going to add Austin Mack as the quarterback of this group, even though he is class of 2023, because he is the quarterback basic, that came with this group. Is that cool, Smooth?
Mm-hmm.
That's like, we should do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's start at X. Who we got?
Rico Scott.
Rico Scott. Gonna get Rico.
Rico is built for the X position. He's an ISO type receiver. You kind of want to scheme him in a lot of one-on-ones. You want him to be your backside sticks guy. You want him to be the dig guy. X is usually going to be the guy that has stick or ceiling responsibilities in most pass concepts, meaning he's trying to extend the play downfield. You won't run many quick screens or you always going to look for ISO style routes for the X receiver. 6 foot, 6'1", 6'1", 185.
Yep.
He probably going to be like 195 when it's all said and done. That's a sizable receiver to be at that spot. And like I said, you usually want your big guy that's not necessarily. Rico's not slow by any means, but in this class, he's probably your slowest receiver, running maybe a 4.6, 4.5, 4.5 area, not 4.6, 4.5, 6, 4.5 area.
Got you. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and nasty.
Okay.
Catch rate is crazy.
So let's start with the wide receivers then first before we build out our offensive line.
At the Z, Ryan Williams.
Ryan Williams.
Yes, sir.
Coming out of Saraland High School. 2-time Mr. Football Award winner.
I like Williams there very much so.
Shrink this in.
And we all know what Ryan Williams does, y'all. I mean, it goes without explanation what Ryan Williams does. You put him over there, you don't want him ISO necessarily. You want him working, making guys key on him, giving him scheming him open from the Z. That's usually where you're going to sit your guy that can get the ball in his hands, make moves.
Timeout. I'm calling a timeout. Timeout. Kimberly inside the comp box. What's up? She's like, I can't wait to drink gin and Kool-Aid tonight.
That's what you was on last night.
That's the Feel Good Friday. Damn, gin and Kool-Aid.
That's scary. I will tell you that. You scared me just now.
My whole entire unit is dangerous. We so dangerous. All right.
You're dangerous.
Okay. All right.
On the edge.
Go back. Okay. Ryan Williams as Z, crushing it. All right. And we know all about him. Who are we going to put at the Y, coach?
See, and some people going to be mad at me when I do this, but I'm going with Arian Hampton.
Arian Hampton.
Yep. Right. Everybody think it's going to be Amari Jefferson. I turn the film on. Amari Jefferson probably is going to rotate with Ryan Williams on the outside. Jefferson can play X or Z. Those fit his skills too. But Hampton is your burner. That's Jalen Waddle. Like Jalen Waddle like speed. Jalen Waddle like
that's scary on the outside right there. Sheesh. Huh? That's scary right there.
Yeah. That's a bad combo. Imagine you know how so if we was to zoom out a little bit, Kyle, let's just do
Okay.
something
Okay.
without moving too much. Zoom out some more so we can see there we go. That's good. Slide the tight end out to the trips formation and just move the Y to the point man.
So you want me to back up Z down here?
Yep.
Like put him off the line?
Yep. Z off the line, put Y on. That's crazy. Okay, that's smart. I like this. I can't wait to get on this. Oh yeah, we about to be doing talk. Oh, that's gonna be my whole. See, you done messed up. Once Sean figure this out, y'all gonna be asking for Sean segments. He gonna be like, we gonna do chalk talk.
All right, so we'll say that this line up here is a line of scrimmage up here, and we'll fix it all. But just for the time being, so, and then you want Odom here? I take it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I almost messed everybody up and put Odom at Y, but nah, we ain't gonna do that. Cause Jay Lindsey is another guy we sleeping on, but just because of his position, and being next to Odom, I think, we all know Odom is a different type of beast. Lindsey has a lot of development, but he's just as capable. But yeah, think about a formation like this, chat.
Yeah,
and that is scary. You say for instance, we got that bunch concept. I mean that bunch formation right there, that trips bunch. Imagine,
oh my God,
Ryan, you give Avery Hampton the release, bust the seam. You got Caleb Odom putting him in second level, trying to see whether is he going to have the deep
Coach,
out, the dig.
Explain the wide position because Paul is talking about wide tight end.
Why can be a tight end, but it is in this setup, your Y is your slot. So Y usually tells you terminology says yes, or yay or yes. So yay is like you got your big matchup. Yes, I got my little matchup. Or yes, I got my little matchup. Yay, I got my big matchup. So that's why we label it Y in our style of offense. But your Y is going to travel to either slot, and it's based off of personnel. You might have a Caleb Odom might slide the Y for a formation in 12 personnel, and you might have Jay Lindsey at the tight end position. So it's just all about how you label it. Same, positioning and alignment is only the thing that changes up what happens. Okay. I like happening. Oh, that's crazy. That would be crazy.
Hell yeah.
Release concepts.
Oh, sheesh. Okay. Let's go over and build out this offensive line.
Okay. So where we at? Starting at left tackle.
Yep.
So in this class, man, this is kind of funny for me because you really don't.
It's tough based off just one class. I get it. So let's just do our best.
Okay. So if I had to put somebody at tackle out of this class,
and so what I'm getting at too, Smook, is like what we're going to see is where needs are, or where or where you might see it. I don't know. You might be stronger at some parts, whatever it is. I mean, so just let's just do the best that we can with working like the offensive line. Just do your best.
So don't give me any tackles right now because with this class, I think you have a set interior lineup. Okay. And so at left guard, I would have William Sanders.
Okay. All right. Left guard, William Sanders. Okay. Copy. And I'm not putting any tackles on here.
No tackles.
Okay. All right. There you go, big boy. Okay.
Yeah. And then at center, I will put Casey Poe.
I'm too OCD.
I already know it, bro.
You guys are, I mean, that's just me. It has to be like absolutely perfect. I won't be able to like have lunch, I think you have to have the best, fam, or else I'm be pissed. So just
that's how I be when I be.
You could add Coach. I'm gonna get you guys linked up so you guys can use this stuff. Okay. Okay. And then who am I putting at center, Coach?
I'm gonna put Casey Poe there.
Okay.
And that's a big center. Casey Poe is a big center. 6'5", 290.
I'm all for it.
I like it though. Tall guy, especially with we're assuming Austin Mack is going to be back there. You can have a 6'7", 6'8" center right now with Austin Mack in the lineup. 6'6" quarterback. Yeah, you can get pretty big on the offensive line. Hey, shout out to the 279 in chat. Make sure y'all run the likes up. If you haven't shared the stream already, you're slacking. You're not doing your duties. Let's get it. Get these shares up, y'all. I think this is some different content. Nobody's doing it like this, bro.
Hell no.
I love how you can get all of those and move them as a group.
Me too. Well, this is like the wave, man. I just thought about this morning. Like I popped out of bed and I was like, I got an idea. Watch this. All right, who we got at the right guard, coach?
Is Ionoda.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he actually has a chance to push for some playing time this year. He's going to get that
and
cut that baby weight down.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Put him at guard. Got in. Okay. Yeah,
they recruited a solid interior offensive line class because I think we were solid at tackle. We have a lot of tackles already on the roster. Like this year's going to be a good competitive year for the tackles, and I think next year, it'll be a good competitive year for the
Sean
guards.
is like, Sean, what's up? I see you inside the comment box. He's like, you should start a mentorship program. Everybody that has worked for me, Sean, has their own YouTube channel. Like, and look, I mean, you can go back and look way, way long ago. I'm not taking credit for anybody's, ideas or whatever, but it was a time when he only had 4,000 subscribers that you would see the late kick come on to BAMA football on YouTube. Be like, yo, I got a college football channel. So we've been doing this for a long time. Everybody that has honestly worked for me. And that's why I have to be, I'm down to like help people, but I also want them to be like part of like my strategy because think about it. As soon as they learn all my tips and the tricks, they just start their own stuff. So you need to keep like stuff in house. So I've managed a lot of people, but everybody that I've, managed and all the YouTube channels, they're all crushing it. I mean, that was my job at On3 was to grow a lot of these channels, but it just there was some different things on the back end that didn't necessarily work out. But like the YouTube channel, like I understand it, like because I see things a little bit differently. I think that you look to I have 12 people that worked for me in the past that all have their own YouTube channels that are doing all in the Alabama space. Think about that. Yeah, it's wild. Can you do it? Oh, look at this content, Smook.
That's.
We need to do this. We need to do this, just like this. And we'll have the panel come on, and then we'll have chat. Yeah.
Yeah, we can break that down.
Yo,
that's why I can't wait till we find out what's going to be next to StreamYard because we could set it up, man.
So you think if we do something, we'll talk offline, but if you think we do something like that, we can take this to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, when you get here, you'll come over to the studio and we'll get cooking.
That sounds good. When you get here, oh man, you just gave me some more energy, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm so ready to hit the
right tackle position.
I don't have any for this class, but we do. So earlier we used the technicality guys that transferred in with this class. So if we're using the technicality, Bertrand goes there from A&M.
Oh, NyQuil?
Yeah, NyQuil.
Okay, I gotta go get him.
Yeah.
1 second.
Is he
Yeah, he's a 2023 guy, but you want to add him here? That's fine with me. Is that cool to add him here?
Yeah. Right? Okay. I mean, chat, y'all approve, right?
And then we're gonna add.
Did he start though? Again in A&M?
No, I don't think so. And we're gonna add. So we're gonna Coach Smook at right tackle.
Oh boy, y'all thought Caden Proctor was bad. Y'all thought he was struggling. Y'all gonna see me struggling.
Let's see. Okay, gotta go here.
I try to stay out of them trenches, y'all.
Okay.
See, one thing about Coach Smook, I've never been the one to act like I like contact. Like that's never been my thing. I'll catch somebody slipping on the blind side block. I'll go up and secure tackle. But I ain't never been one to try to act like I'm gonna try to run somebody. Like if I ran you over, that's a bad thing. That wasn't me. I was the type. I was a possession receiver. You put me in motion. Like when we started doing motion, I loved that. That helped me get my
Yeah, my startup up. I wasn't a jump off the ball type guy. I was jump ball, deep threat, possession receiver.
Coach already saw my highlight tape.
Yeah. He was one of them Mr. Do It All. He was a utility receiver.
Yeah, I could. It doesn't matter. Just a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see the super chats? No. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one. Oh shoot! All right, let's take a pause real quick, Coach. All right, can you all do it? All Alabama NFL team. 100%. I think this will take some time, but I think we will probably do this maybe like as an off-season idea. I think that is an amazing idea to build this out and to also get feedback from the chat. Seriously, it would be amazing. And then Todd is saying he'd swap Poe and Ionada.
I know. So this is why I wouldn't swap them, man. I think you don't take the way that, and all you got to do is turn the film on. The way that Ionada comes off the ball from the guard position, he has center capabilities, but the way that he comes off the ball is just a little bit more natural to me. The guard position is a lot more natural for him. And Casey Poe is a lot more skilled. Casey Poe could honestly play tackle if he wanted to. He's played center, he's played guard. So I feel like he's just more rounded. And that's what you want. He's probably, and this isn't an insult to anybody, so don't go acting like I said these boys dumb. He's probably your smartest offensive lineman in that group right there. Even with Bertrand having a year on him in college, I think Casey Poe is probably technique-wise, scheme-wise, he has more of a range and his IQ is on a different level. That's why I put him there.
And then we have Patriot Live. Hit us up with five Bama football fans. Yep.
Let's go.
You get a taste to get to use different emojis, see some exclusive videos. There's some different things that we're doing. Sometimes we post videos that kind of are early access, honestly, for our members only. That's a new feature that we're messing with. And then so we appreciate you, Patriot Live. Thank you very much. I appreciate the email this morning, man. You're a morning person, so am I. Coach Musa, all the time person. And then BB, what's up? We appreciate you as well, giving out.
Look at this.
Hey, I like it.
Hey, switch it though. Put me at the X. Let me be the big ISO guy. I'm 6'3", man. Don't put me at D, man. They got to run a lot of quick screens and stuff. I'm not I look slim, but I'm a solid like 185. Like my length and everything, I'm a body. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like a body bag, folks. So, I'm telling y'all.
And I'm about 6 and 200.
Okay.
So.
See, and the D is more fit for your build. You get what I'm saying? So.
And it's more about like I added on because I added on a lot more muscle over this last year. Because I was at like 175 last year. But I started adding on more muscle and stuff like that, different stuff. We talked about, our workouts and stuff like that. But yeah, and Caden, think about Caden. Caden's just under 200 pounds as well, and he's 15.
Yeah, but Caden got some big legs, bro.
He's on the defensive side. Now we go outside and run. I'll smoke Caden all day long, right? You get us in the weight room. He's like, add on another plate. I'm like, no, I can't squat like him. All right. Gary's like, what? $10. Great to be a Bama fan. Nice Friday. Happy, dude. Appreciate you being here, man. Feel good Friday. We're building out rosters. We're having fun with it. We're doing different content that you've never seen before. We're cooking over here. Honestly, we're cooking. So I appreciate it.
They always asking me here, huh? Y'all so greedy.
Okay, so we don't have any tackles or we don't have a left tackle yet. Smook, what are we doing here? And then put someone at running back and at obviously quarterback. I'll go get Austin Mack and put him at quarterback. Tell us about the left tackle, what you want to do, and then running back. Is that obviously, is that an area that we're looking at? And then tell us who you want at running back.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna look ahead at the 25 class and look at who's being targeted right now and from the interior, well, on the offensive line. Excuse me. And then let me see. Where is it at? I'm pulling up the offers for that 25 class right now. We got a lot of targets this year. Like this staff is not being shy.
What about if Alabama was to get Mason Short? Could he be a tackle?
Mason Short? I thought he was listed as a guard.
Was he? Is he at guard? Okay.
I think so.
I thought he was a tackle. I thought he's like 6'6", somewhere up there.
Let me check.
Why don't you check that out?
From Evans, Georgia. He's 6'5", 300. So yeah. He can play tackle, man.
Put me
He'll
in at
have to
running
drop
back. Jay Jackson's 5'11", 225. No way. Jeez.
Jay Jackson, that's a solid running back,
Yeah,
fam.
yeah, it is.
Solid running back. Dude.
And Coach, who do you want at running back? You want Kevin Riley or you want Daniel Hill?
I got to make that decision in front of the chat.
No, we could put them both. We could put them both there like a stacked. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think.
Because they both
they're different running backs. You need
you can have so much production. You can do everything with both of them.
Yeah, I'll go and get them both.
Yeah, one's more so a power back, but he can 100%. Do everything, and then the other one is, but he can run you over too. Riley can be your do it all back. Let's just leave Riley there. I'm gonna leave Riley there as a starter. We gonna keep it tough. We're gonna keep Riley there as a starter. I think Hill has a little bit more. Is it going to be great? Going to be great. But I think Riley is more day one ready right now. Hill is going to have time because Hill is going to have to learn to just let things develop instead of trying to make them. You get what I'm saying? Create holes. Remember what Najee Harris had to learn how to do? I think that's what's going to be Hill's problem. Being patient, allowing things to develop in front of him, and then using his physicality to handle the easier assignments, the easier one-on-ones after he allows his offensive lineman to take on the big guys, the linebackers, the second levels of stuff. Set yourself up to handle things out in the open field. Give yourself a better chance to have the advantage.
What's up? We have a couple things. I'm really sorry. Super excited if y'all do an all Alabama team. I think that's what they meant. Hooking, booking. What's up, man? I appreciate you. And then part one, content request. Can you make content who transferred out from Alabama, who succeeded, and who struggles to get an opportunity to be a starter? Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, we're honestly open to like different content ideas as we go through February and March. So I'll read through these for sure. Some of them might not make it. Some of them probably will. We'll just we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's going to be months where we're just coming up with different type of things, right here on our big board. So I'll just kind of cruise over these. All comparative analyst transfers out of Alabama who drafted to the NFL versus undrafted or spotlighted in the NFL. And then part three, also all players stayed until eligibility who are the drafted and non-drafted where they are now, possible during Saban era, just as suggestion. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. We're open to all of it. I mean, I think some of the transfers out, the transfers in is always an interesting topic to look at. Kind of the past guys who were transfers in and how did they do? Kind of even like because Saban did a really great job in the transfer portal in terms of bringing guys. He had a high hit rate. There was a couple guys that just didn't work out, like Terrell Harrell didn't play. Malik Benson, I would say that didn't work out as well. But other guys, I mean, look, James, Jahmyr Gibbs, JMO, I would say Henry Toto for the most part worked out. Who are some other transfers, coach, that stick out that was a high hit rate? That came over and like played like right away. Jermaine Burton.
Burton, right? Yeah. He
had a stronger second year.
Yeah.
The chat will know.
Landon Dickerson. Dickerson.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be that guy at Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
He just got so many injuries, but then when he came over here, he finally was that guy. Okay, So look, real quick, this is our ex, Rico Scott. We're open at the left tackle. We're probably going to put in a target from 2025 in there. We'll continue to build these boards out. William Sanders, and this is just from class of 2024, just working with what we have right now. Casey Poole at center, Joseph Ionita at right guard, and then the right tackle, Nyquil Bentrade. Running back, Kevin Riley or Daniel Hill. Austin Mack at quarterback. We moved him from the class of 2023 to this class of 2024. That's why he was brought in, right? Because he lost Julian Sane. At the tight end position, and this is our formation that we're running here, where the slot is actually listed as a Y. I understand that tight end can be listed as a Y or an F, but in this particular formation, we're listing him as a Y, and that's Hampton. You also have Odom at tight end, and you have Williams as a Z. I love it. Like this is so. This would be so difficult to deal with on the outside if you were schematically creative enough. Like it would give you nightmares. On the defensive side of the ball, we did the same thing earlier in the show. If you missed it, I'll kind of run through it one more time. In the 4-2-5, you have Xavier Brown, who's a 5-star at the corner position. You have Zay Mincy at the rover. Your inside linebackers, Noah Carter and Quentin Reese. QB Reese on his Insta. And then you have Peyton Woodyard, who coach thinks could potentially make a run at the starting position this year. For Alabama, you have Drake Kirkpatrick at the Husky, and you have Jalen Mbakwe at the additional corner. It's important to note that 2 of Alabama's corners in this lineup are 5-stars. Jeremiah Beeman at the Wolf, inside Isaiah Fega, and then Stephen Bua as the DT position, and then the bandit being Justin Ross. So I'll make a graphic out that kind of shows this, because I think when I showed this particular area, it's a little bit, I don't think you can see the graphic. So we did the defense, and then we did the offense. Right here in this particular set. So we'll continue to build these out. Coach, you have fun with this?
Yeah, man. We got to do this.
I'm going to give you keys to it. Is that cool?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And then what we can do here too is I definitely want to thank, our sponsors up on the top right here. So Residence Inn in Ocean City, Maryland. Guests can book at residenceinnoc.com. Use the promo code LPR for special Bama football pricing up to 20% off. And then think about becoming a fan funder. You literally support the staff. So you can hit the QR code, or you can hit the hyperlink up top for just as low as $2.99 to support the entire staff. T, you want to say good morning to the chat, Undefeated?
Good morning, Undefeated.
What's up? So yeah, we appreciate you guys being here, and we're having fun with it. I mean, I think that was Smook. You have a good time?
Oh yeah.
That was fun. I know you're like so excited to play with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is what I mean. I'm gonna give you access right now on the backside, and once you go in, it's literally just like you understand it enough to just dive right in. So I would keep these locked in, please, Coach. And if you want to just build it out, just cut
copy.
Yep. And then what we're going to do right here, we're going to build out the entire Alabama football roster.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work on that and add the roster so we can add in the different names and continue to do that. So we have an actual 1 and 2 deep.
Bro, this about to get crazy. Everybody,
yeah, I told you. Like, job's not finished. I'm telling you, like, we're taking it. I'm gonna have. And T, I'm gonna get you in on this too. So if you're seeing this, I'm gonna put the schedule on here so we can just, because sometimes if I'm moving around, it might be a little bit aesthetically eye pleasing for people. So what we'll do is we'll go back to this and we'll talk about it. And if T's here, then we can put it on the ground and then we can bring it back like this and have it ready to go. So
that's why I was saying, you remember I was like, man, I miss being on with another panelist, because whenever one of the bros are talking, one of the other panelists talking, I could just be back here.
Yeah, but now we have, with T, yep. And, we'll all play like various roles here on Bama football. We were talking about it, earlier about, even Caden eventually starting to get reps. But T and I, we're talking, he's like, but Caden, in order to work here, work with us, we want him to be able to do all phases of the business. That's being on camera, being a producer, being able to, do all the technical sides, whether it's work in the field, report from the field, do everything that is, makes to be on the team. So, because, you have to be able to produce, you have to be able to be on air, you have to be able to do scheduling, you have to be able to go chase sponsorships, whatever it is, you need to do it all.
Right.
But yeah, fam, thumbs up if you love this segment. I appreciate it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out and upload it individually so you guys can check this out on the replay. And yeah, I thought that was a really good segment. And what we're going to do is you're like, what the hell are you doing during replay? I'm doing stuff like this, like building out different things, elements. So we can you imagine if we have this board by the time, think about what will be on this board by the time August hits. What I'm going to build out dates, I'm going to build out time, so everything can kind of be revolving. And yeah, it's going to be tight. we got Ty coming here. Smook, I'm gonna give you access right now on the backside.
Okay.
And then we're waiting for Ty. So why don't you kind of recap what we went over right here? I'm gonna send you keys to this, and then we'll get it popping. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so check this out, chat. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like Kyle was saying, this is going to be fun. Going to keep adding to. But today's lineups were brought to you by the undefeated. Let me stop. But yeah, so all we did today was took the class of 24, only the class of 24. That included the transfers. We were able to input some transfers. Dang, we could have used Parker too. I forgot about him at center. But yeah, guys, this lineup offensively, I want to see this group on the field, especially that receiving core. Like the fact that could be a realistic lineup next season. You know, those guys at sophomores, Rico Scott, Hampton at the slot, Caleb Odom at the tight end, and Ryan Williams at the Z. That's the starting group. You're talking about some elite talent in your receiving core. And then we were, you know, we was talking about the starting running back. Good thing we know that this system just isn't a one-back system, you know, because we have two running backs that are capable. But like I was telling y'all, Kevin Riley is just he's more college ready. If it came down to it today, and we couldn't start any upperclassmen, we just people that were on the roster last year couldn't play. This would be a solid like you can go and win 9 games with this starting lineup over here. You know what I'm saying? You can go win 10 games with these lineups.
Yep.
Barring injuries or anything like that, you can win. You can win. You can go through some growing pains, especially on the defensive side. The defensive side looks a lot more game ready than the offense. If I'm being honest,
100%.
In a defense like this, these guys have to go out and just basically be athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And look at the interior. That's what I'm excited about. Those two guys, if they can get on the interior together on the field together at the same time. We're going to see like 3 or 4 years of duos on our interior defense where guys, I think they're going to be able to rotate. All right, A group, B group, C group, D group. You know, first down, second down, third down, that's A group. Fourth down, next drive, first down is for A group. Second and third down or pass rush down is specifically for C group. Yeah. Like all of these different players, man, these different matchups and pairings you can do with personnel. This class probably has the most range right now. If you was to take each class that's left on the roster, they have the most range right now.
And I think like another thing that I look at, because you said they're probably more game ready, 100% agree. And the thing about it is the secondary, right? I mean, look how Coach Saban, it was like almost he saw like forecasted the future because he didn't even know that all these guys are going to leave the secondary, right? You had 11 guys leave. You had guys leaving to the NFL draft. You have guys that hit the transfer portal. Jameer Grimsley bounced out, but it was like he forecasted it. So you still have, you know, Mbakwe, you have Drake Kirkpatrick, you have Peyton Woodyard, Xavier Brown, Zay Mincy, Red Morgan up in here. So it's like the quality is really amazing. The addition also, I think, is really impactful of Noah Carter. And of course, there's some other guys that we didn't list on the board. No disrespect to the guys. Cinco's asking, when will we do the defense, like the official defense? Soon. We will. Literally, I just came up with this idea this morning. Like it was like at 7:30. I was working on this board. I woke up and I thought about it. And I was like, this is what we could do. LTO Todd. So if you're just joining us, this is just the 2024 defense. This isn't like this. These are just the freshmen. We are going to come back at some point in time and do like a legit first team Alabama defense. And we'll do the star. We might even pull over the stars over here too. I'll figure it out. I'll make sure it looks tight. But this is just 2024. And Todd, if you're coming to us too, we did 2024 defense and then we did 2024 offense. We didn't list a tackle. And then our we added Austin Mack to this class, and we also added Nyquil Bentrade. These two are transfers that we put within this class. We're really excited about what we have cooking right here on the right with this setup. So I think Ty is here too. Ty, give us a thumbs up, man. You ready to go?